Skyway Bridge is down. Get all emergency equipment out to the Skyway Bridge. The Skyway Bridge is down.
We are at the Maximo Park boat ramp, and there's 2 separate ramps, 3 ramps each, and it dumps you down into quickly 3 to 4 feet of water. Concrete ramps, very good. And then staging docks. And good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today it's going to be Danny and Andy. We're going to go out into the Gulf. We're going to go farther south than I've ever gone before. We're going to first hit Egmont Key and then head into Sarasota Bay and just see the sights and sounds of the Sarasota Bradenton area out in the Gulf and on the intercoastal. Thanks for coming along today. We'll see how the adventure goes. Danny was kind enough to bring both skis, so Andy can have one since his Seadoo's in off right now. It looks like the sun is rising. 3 of the skis in the water. We just need Andy. Well, it's a beautiful morning to start off. We'll see how it ends.
We'd be out on the beach by the pier up there, the south end of the beach. And we used to shark fish down there all the time. We used to come out here and go mackerel fishing off the pier. Look at that Desoto Sandbar out there. Yeah. It's going to be like that on the Egmont Key.
As we're leaving the Fort Desoto Sandbar, of course, there's one bad cloud out there, and it starts to rain on us. But the good news is we got a rainbow out of it, just ahead of Andy out there. But it woke us up because it was still early morning, so that was good.
Is that Egmont Key?
Our goal today was not really to explore Egmont Island, but we did look at all the batteries that were still there on the island from when there was a fort there. And then we went out to these batteries out here that used to be connected to the island itself, and now they've become detached. And they're in about 7 to 9 feet of water. And you can see where the cannons or the mortars were positioned on these ruins here. And there's 2 of them out there in the water. You gotta be careful because between the 2 of them there's another one that's still submerged, and you don't want to hit that one. This is the second battery off of Egmont Island.
What do we see right there?
That's Santa Maria.
Alright, and that's the start of the outside islands that go around Bradenton and Sarasota?
Yeah.
This Longboat Pass outside of Jewfish Key on a sandbar.
Had a few things.
We're debating Yamaha, Kawasaki, and Seadoo. The endless discussion. You're just looking for fish. We're not really fishing here. Now I'm dangerous. I turned my fountain on.
is a great Skyway Bridge. I was really fascinated by this bridge. It was a lot of fun running the interior here. This bridge was built in 1987, and its predecessor, the original Skyway Bridge, collapsed in 1980 when a freighter container ship hit one of the supports on a foggy morning. That was quite a disaster. 36 people died. I spent hours later this night after getting back from this trip watching YouTube videos on that disaster. It's pretty harrowing to watch and listen to the Mayday calls from that morning. I put that clip at the end of this video. It'll give you shivers. One of the saddest facts I learned that after the bridge had collapsed, 2 minutes afterwards, a Greyhound bus with passengers went into the water. Only one person survived the fall in the water, a man in a pickup truck. The one survivor's story is very interesting, and I put a link to that story in the video description.
I jumped off the bridge.
He died?
Oh yeah. But not right away. He said he was treading water, getting blown off by the line.
After hearing this story, what Andy had seen, I did Google it recently, and Pinellas County put a 11-foot high chain link fence along this bridge to deter suicides. So that's a good thing. Still though, I am fascinated by both the bridge that collapsed in 1980 then this new one, so it was pretty interesting going out there to see it. I thank Andy for taking us out there.
Andy said they filmed the movie Cocoon in this neighborhood. That pier right there was a prominent part.
Now this was new to me, and this may be commonplace in Florida in the big bays, but you know the bay is pretty shallow, and this is a channel that runs right off the coast, right along the piers. It's a marked channel, and it's pretty deep. It's about 12 feet deep to navigate, and you can go any safe speed. So we hummed along the coast on up to St. Pete in this very channel. Every time I see myself with this funky hat, I think of this Seinfeld episode, but I don't want to be a pirate.
St. Petersburg in the airport. St. Petersburg Pier. What's going on here? Plane coming in for landing, boat making circles out there. Headed back to the ramp now. Went about 60 miles, and it looks like we're getting off the water just in time because there's a big cloud, and Andy said he just saw a cloud to ground, or cloud to water lightning bolt come out of it. So good to get off now. Andy, Danny.
Good morning.
Anyway, what did we do today? We launched out of Maximo, which is on the southern tip of
Pinellas County in St. Pete.
All right.
We headed out Longboat Pass, went out to Fort Desoto Sandbar, ran around to Egmont Key, saw the old forts out there, ran down to Passage Key, seen a bunch of birds obviously down there. Thank God no Sausage Key this morning.
No naked people.
ran down Anna Maria Beach all the way into Longboat Pass.
Longboat Pass.
Stop at the Beer Can Island Sandbar for a minute.
All right.
Into Manatee, Terracea, past Palmasola, through Terracea, up to the Skyway. Took the inside bridge and ran up the inside of the Skyway. We headed downtown St. Pete.
St. Pete, all right.
Yeah, went up and see the new pier, some of the downtown, by Albert Whitted Airport, back through my old neighborhood, where where they filmed Cocoon back in '84.
Yeah.
And then back up Pinellas Point, back in under the Dick Meisner Bridge.
All right, so on behalf of Danny and Andy, thanks for coming along today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Mayday, 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 Coast Guard. Mayday, 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 Coast Guard.
Vessel calling Mayday, vessel in distress. This is United States Coast Guard, St. Petersburg, Florida. Request your position, nature of distress, and number of persons on board. Over.
This is it. All the emergency equipment out to the Skyway Bridge. The vessel just hit the Skyway Bridge. The Skyway Bridge is down. Get all emergency equipment out to the Skyway Bridge. The Skyway Bridge is down. There's a mayday, emergency situation. Stop the traffic on that Skyway Bridge.
Over.